It's live. It's live.
Hello. Uh, Hello.
Actually, अब आप बोल सकते it's live.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Live, it's live.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So hello everyone. So last time we have made we are trying to in last session we are trying to design the a smartphone using world's smallest phone that have the capability of 4G capability, and that fits inside the watch side. It's very small, 3 centimeter, and we are going to make a world smallest watch. We are going to design the world smallest watch at our using the Indus board and the GSM module and one round display, and using this we are going to make the smallest watch that have the 4G capability as well, and we can add many other function as well, and we can program this watch as whatever we want to add the function on it, we can program it. So in carrying forward that previous session, here we are going to make further improvement in the watch and adding more function to it, and that. So if you have not watched the previous session, then you can go on tech drive or electronicsforyou.com YouTube channel and check our previous session as well. And this session is going to be long, so this is the second session. After this session, we will take another session. So let me recall you last time what we have done. So in last session, what we have done is we have tried to interface the watch. We have tried to interface the display on the watch like this. We have tried to make the interface of display, and then we have tried to make the UI like this for the dial pad for the watch, and then we have created the UI for the quadri keypad like this, quadri keypad, and then we have integrated the GSM module and the display like this in last session, and we have tried to make the basic UI. So but we haven't used that UI to integrate the function on it. We have just created the small screen that have the keypad display. We haven't added the function to dial the number and then call it. We haven't added the function to attend the phone call. We haven't added the function to end the phone call. We haven't add the function to test the signal strength of the call, and all those. So in this session we are going to do all those things, and after this session we will add another function. We will add another UI, make another UI for the message thing. Then in other session we will add a functions and function for the saving context, transferring context, and all other function. Then in the other session we will add few calculators and phone games in our smartphone. And this phone is going to be the very world smallest phone. And you can, if you want to make this world smallest phone along with me, if you want to make this world smallest phone along with me, then you can buy the kit from us using on the Indus board website, and you can buy the Indus board and the display and the GSM module from us, and you can make this phone along with me as well. So this is going to a world smallest phone, and we will learn a lot of things. And in last session, I hope you have already got a lot of idea regarding this. So what let's see what we have done and what we are going to do the today. So in last session we have done this part, this first part, that is the basic component of the phone, and then we will do the LCD connection, we will do the GSM module interface. We have tested the GSM module with our Indus board. Then we have used we have talked about the GSM chips like 4G, 2G, and other GSM chips, and then we will must make the first UI, those numerical buttons. So in today we will make the further UI design for the phone call screen, and then we will add the basic function for the phone call like attending call, incoming call, ending call, and then we are going to integrate that UI with the GSM function. After integrating that UI, we will add the GSM function in that. So before going to that, let me tell you that for the UI is what? User interface. So we are going to make the phone user interface like this. So here we are using the graphical user interface. Graphical user interface is show you the button and the text something, and you can give the input using those graphics, and then it will do the function, and we will set the function on the particular graphic. So suppose that this is our calling a screen. So now when someone called, this screen will be in this is the graphical representation of the calling a screen. So it will show you the two buttons, call and end button. So when I when then when I touch the call button, then it will attend the call. When I touch the end button, then it will end the button. So this is the graphical interface. We are interfacing the phone using this graphical method. So we need to set some functions on this button. So how we set this function, how we are going to check this. So we are going how this phone will able to sense that I have touched that button. It is going to use using the touch driver. So display have the CTS touch drivers, this touch driver, this CTS 816 touch driver. So before making the UI interface function that we have, when we touch this screen, it will do certain function. We need to interface this touch driver, and we need to find the touch points of the display. So this is this is the round display. This is a round display. So you can use any company's any round display. So here I am suppose that using this round display. So here you can see. So here you can see, suppose that this is they have given the example of rectangular display, but our is circular. So suppose that this is our display. So here is the touch point 0 0. So from here it will start 0 0 0. This is the first pixel. Then second pixel 2 0 3 0 4 0. This is the x-axis. So x number will be increasing on the first pixel, and then we will go downward. Then this y will be increased. So this is the representation of pixel 0 0. That is the first pixel. So if our position is at this, then it will go to the 10 0. That is the last pixel of the first row. So this is how we need to calculate the touch points on the display, and we will integrate that touch point to sense the touch of whether we have touched the particular button on the display or not. So suppose that this is the. So suppose that this is the button. So now I have the button here at around suppose that up after 180 pixels from top, 180 pixels y, and then from here 20 pixels this. So from 180 to 20, there is a circular round, and then we have 190 190 to 50. So suppose that, so this is the area under which we need to sense the touch points. If the touch points is under this region, then it will sense it will do the particular function. So we need to find the touch point. So for finding the touch point, we need to interface the touch panel on the display. So we are using this touch panel. So to use this touch panel, we need library called CTS 8106. So let's get that library here. So this is our CTS library. So in this library, as you have seen in the code, as you can see here in the code, here are the pins for SDA, SCL, reset, and IRQ. So on the Indus port, there are multiple number of I2C pins, and you can use any of the I2C pin. This Indus board, there are you can use any of these pins on the Indus board as a I2C pin. So here you can define in the code whatever the SCL SDA pin you are going to use, and then you can use that for the I2C. So for here in this design, in my design, I have used the pin number 8 and 9 as pin number 5 and 6 as a SDA and SCL, and pin number 10 as the reset, and we have defined this pin for the touch display. You can use any of the pin. By default, the Indus board have the inbuilt sensor of I2C on 8 and 9, so you can also connect this to the 8 and 9 and define accordingly to the code. But let's use that separate one. So here I am using those pins. So what I will do, I will change those pins. And then we will check the touch points to test the touch panel on the display. So when I upload this code, after this, we need to upload this code. So now code is uploading. So what our code will do here, it will test the gesture, whatever the gesture we are swiping right or left on the touch display, we are making double tap on the touch display, and what is the touch point, what is the X and Y axis at which we are touching on the display, it will give the output. So using this, we are going to use these data to make a UI user interface and give the input to the phone using the touch panel. So whatever the smartphone you are using, they use the same thing. Suppose that this is a smartphone. So along with the display, along with this display, they also have the touch panel on this. So what this touch panel? This touch panel have the row. This touch panel have the will read the touch point from zero axis, 0 0 0 x axis and y axis to the hair, whatever the pixel size of this, and it give you the touch. So whenever you touch it, suppose that I am touching at the top of the screen. So whatever the data that this touch screen will giving to the phone is the touch point, that is at what X and Y axis, at what point I have touched. So suppose that first row is the 0 0, and then second row is the 1 1 0, and then when we'll move towards the left, then X is also adding, then 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5 2 6, and when we go down, then it go to the 3. So it will give you the touch point, and when you give, it will give you the touch point, then it will try to match. It will try to match at what area, what is the button at that area. So suppose that I am touching this call screen, this call screen on the phone. Let me show you. Let me show you how your phone works. So as you can see my phone screen here. So suppose that I am touching this area, this call screen. So what our phone will do, how it process, how it process. So whenever I touch this, this touch panel will only send you the X and Y point, that touch point to the phone, and the processor then check is that touch point have that this graphical representation of call within the range of this graphical representation of call. If it's X, then it will make a call. So this is how your phone works. This is how the UI are made on the phone. So we are going to make the similar UI. So now our code is uploaded. So now let's check the serial monitor. So whenever I touch the panel, you can see the number here, the data in the data. So let me show you the both screen. Here. This is the first screen and this is the second screen. This is my camera screen. Okay. So this is the camera screen and this is the second screen where you will see the data. Let me clear this data first. So I have cleared the data. Okay. Sorry. No, this is not the camera screen. Sorry for that. Where is the camera screen? This is the camera screen. So this is the camera screen. And this is the window where you will. So whenever I touch the panel on this phone, the phone that we are going to create, when we touch the panel on this phone, it will give you the touch point of data and also the gestures, the double tap, single tap, right swipe, all those things. So now I am touching it. Now you can see the data of the touch points. So suppose that I am touching on the top. So you see this data, na? You see this data, this long press. So if I touch for the long time, it will sense as the long press or single click, double click. When I double tap that, or when I swipe left, then it will go to the swipe left and swipe right. When I swipe right, then it will sense those gestures. And here you are seeing the X and Y axis data. Like at that X and Y axis, I am touching the point. That is the X and Y axis touch points. So you can see. So when I swipe down, it will sense those things. So using this gesture and touch point, we are going to make a graphical user interface for the phone. Now let's go for the graphical user interface design. So for the call screen, for any type of incoming call screen, like suppose that I am getting some call on this phone. Yeah, suppose that I am getting some call on this phone. So what you will see, we will see the phone number on the top. 1 minute, let me show you like this. So this is what the calling screen look like, where it will show you the incoming call and the number, and then give you the two buttons. That is the this is the basic for the. I'm talking about the basic one. One is the green button, that is for the attending call. One is the end button, that is for the ending the call. So we are going to make the similar graphical user interface on the phone. So what we will do in the code, we will and we are then we will attach then we will add the function for the GSM module. Last session we have already attached the GSM SIM card module like this on our board, and so that it will able to communicate using that. So here in the code, we will define the pin number for the GSM. So say here our GSM module is already connected RxTX. In last session I have already discussed about this thing, so you can refer to the last session video for that thing. So now here in the design, what we will do, we will need three different screens that will translate for the different functions. So first screen should be going to the normal screen, that is like this normal screen, like you on your phone, like what we have in the phone. So if there is nothing, what it will show, it will show you the time and the basic tower signal and all those things. And when it will go, when some incoming call is coming, then it will show the number and the green and red button for the attending and canceling the call. So we are going to make a similar thing. So for that, we are going to make a three screens, one for the initial screen, then calling a screen, and when we attend the call, then it will show you the call timer and then the cancel button, then the ongoing call screen. So we will make three screens here, and then after making the three screens and UI, we will add the functions. When we touch, what will going to happen, and suppose that it is showing suppose that some call is coming, then it will show you the ring screen and then the green button and the red button. And when you press the red button, then it will show you the call attended screen with the ongoing call display, and it will send that signal to the GSM module to attend the call. So for that thing, we are using the GSM SIM, this library for that. So in this library, as you can find here, here in this section GSM call method, GSM call method, we can check and answer the call. So using the call character phone number, we will get the incoming call phone number from the GSM model. So if the our phones have sensed that some call is coming, so what is the number of call coming? So using this function, we can get the call. We can get the phone number, and using this function call dot answer, it will give you the answer. It will send send the GSM model to answer the call, and using this function it will hang up the call, and using the status function it will find the status, what it's incoming call, ongoing call, it's end call, whatever the thing it will going to. So we are going to make a function for basic function for the calling, basic calling for the upper or smallest phone. So we are going to use these functions in the code here. So now let's move on to the code. So here I have already prepared the code. Let me show you the demo of the code first. Okay. So I am uploading this code. I have already prepared this code. I'm going to explain the code later. Let first show you the demo of this code. So I am uploading this code. So this is the graphical UI for the calling screen, for the calling function. Similar graphics we will make for the message function. Similar graphic we will make for the contact history but function. Similar graphics we will make for the game calculators. We will whatever the function extra you want to add, you can add those. So here we are going to make a simple call function for first. This is the first steps that we are going to do for the basic call function. So our code is uploading here in this watch. So when I make a call to this device, so now suppose that I am going to make a call to this device. I am going to make a call to this device. Okay. Now it will say support it is not the initial screen. Now incoming call is coming from my phone number. Now if I want to end the call, I can touch end and it will end the call. If I want to attend the call, then I will touch answer, and then will it start going to attend the call, and the calling thing is coming. And when I again press the end, it will end the call, and it will go to the go to the back screen again. Okay. So how we are going to make this function? How we are going to make this function? So here as I've already told you, we need the three screens. One is the initial screen, the one main screen, then the calling screen, then ongoing call screen. Then it will, when you end the call, it will move back to the main screen. So we are going to make a three screens in this smartphone here. So here we have initial screen function that will initialize the initial screen. And here using this touch.available library, using this touch.available function, we will check the x and y points. Like in the earlier I have told you that it will, whenever you touch on the phone, when you touch display on the phone, it will give you the x and y axis, that what is the touch point you are touching. So using this we will extract the touch points on the touch panel of the phone. So after that it will check which at what point we have touched. If the touch point is within that touch button range, that touch call button range, or touch end button range. If if it is in touch call button range, or if it is in touch read button range, then we have then it will make it will call the another function called start a call and end a call. Okay, so first we will make the two touch buttons on the touch, and we will define the touch points range. And if the touch point range finds that I am touching the call button or the red in call end button, then it will call the certain function. So if I touch the call button, then it will call the function a start call, so that it can start the call function and end call. So in the start call function, we will make a screen for the start call function. So this is the start call function where it will calculate how much time we are using, we are talking, and it will also give you one more button to end the call. So and that will be displayed there. So this using the draw button function, it will draw the button. So here is the draw button function. You can see draw buttons that will draw during the call two different buttons, during the call and during not the call. So if it is during the call, if we are in the call, we need only one button, that is the end button. So we are under the call, we are talking to someone. So if we have the function we have a function, we will create a function to during the call. If it is in during the call, it will show you only that buttons, only that buttons. And here is the area that where we want to display that button. So you need to calculate around that around the display at what pixel you want to display that button. So here I have displayed that button, the end call button at 80 and 180, 180 X point and 180 Y point. And for the for touching that end button, we have to check these point range, X and Y should be around this range, so that it can sense that I am touching that end call button. And if I am touching the end call button, then what we will function it will do. So as you can see here, as you can see here, to end the call button, we can use the hang up function. Using the hang up function, so when I use the call dot hang up function, we can end the call on the GSM module side. So in that to hang up the call in end call function, here will be make a one another end call function that will call this function to end the call. So what it will do, it will go back to the initial stage, and then it will use the hang up thing. 1 minute. Call that hang up. So whenever we touch that end button, whenever it touch that end button using this function, it will call the GSM module. It will send the signal using this function call dot hang up to hang up the call, to end the call. And after ending the call, it will return to the initial screen, this screen, where it will show the time, where it will show the time and the tower and all those screens. And then if we if we touch the green button, the call attend button, then we have to add a function, we have to create a function so that GSM module will attend the call. It will send the signal to the GSM module to attend the call, and then it will also show the current milli time of whatever we are talking, and then the button for the canceling the call. So for that, we have we will make this function that will check if we have touched that call end button or not. If we touch the call end button and its touch point is between the X and Y range of that thing, that call in end button range, then it will send the function. It will call up the function on the GSM module, call that hang up to hang up the call. So first we have created the GUI using these buttons and all those things, rectangulars and all those things. And on the GUI, we will add the function. What when we touch that thing, when we give the input, our interface to that thing, what will we do? We will add the function. So since your phone is programmed, this phone or this phone, whatever we are making, both phone are done in the similar way. In the 4 firmware, in the 4 of OS, it is done the similar way. It will check the touch points, then it will check if that touch point is within that what button, and for that button it will set the function to attend or receive the call. Then it will send to that signal to the GSM module that is integrated. The same GSM module you will find in the phone as well, either CMate00L or whatever other GSM module are there. So whatever this function call, whatever this function, this phone our OS firmware are made, similar way this simpler version of a smallest world smallest port firmware can be made. So both works on the similar way, and both are programming logic are in the similar way. So after making the UI, we will add the function for the UI, and after completing that UI, when you upload that code, it will work accordingly. So let me tell you, let me check. Let me again check you this. So I am calling from the phone here. I am calling here, and it will now call, yeah, here incoming call. Now when I attend the call, now it's ongoing call, and it will showing the in the screen function. And when I touch this point, then if I touch anywhere else, then if a touch point didn't match with the touch point of this end button, then it will not sense that we are touching the end button. It is sensing that we are touching some other point, so it will not end the call. When I touch this end point, then our x and y touch point will matches with the x and y axis of this area of this touch button, and it will call of this function hang up button to end the call and reinitiate the initial screen. So now I am what I am doing, I am touching this. Now it will go back to the screen. So it will go back to the initial screen, and it will make the screen blank. It will end the call. So this is how the thing work. Yeah. See. So today we have made the UI, we have designed the UI for the calling a screen. In next session, we will design the few calculators, and we will design the UI for the other functions like the context saving, context sharing, or viewing the contacts or calling from the contacts, and few applications. Today we have made the basic function for the phone, what the smallest phone. So this is going to be the long series. If you want to make this phone along with me, what the smallest phone. So this is very cool. This is very interesting journey for you, that you are making your own phone. You are designing your own phone. It's not just any other phone. It's the world's smallest phone designing. So if you want to design the same phone and want to learn how this phone works, how the UI is made, how the phone firmwares are made, and how you can make your own phone firmware, how you can make your own phone, then it is going to be interesting journey for you. If you want to make along with me, you can buy the kit from us using the IndusBoard electrons for you, and using the IndusBoard, we can make this phone. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have any question or any doubt, then you can ask us in the comment section. So if you have any question, you can ask me. If you don't have any question, then you can also ask question later in the comment section. But if you have a question right now, I can give you the answer. You can post your question here. I can wait for a few seconds here. Okay, we have no questions. So if you want to post any question, if you have any doubt, then you can ask me, and you can find the whole project on the electronics for you. And we are coming up with the next session in the next month on the first Friday, with the next progress on this smartphone. We are going to make the next step for the smartphone, where we will design the function for the contacts and all other things, and contact saving, contacts deleting, and message checking, message sending function, and dial a screen. We will design those in the next session. Okay.